Hi there, welcome along to today's vlog. This is my second video on the superb Selmer Supreme Alto, answering some of the questions I had from the first video. If you've not watched that first video yet, my arm is desperate to tell you that there is a video over there, so please go ahead and watch it, and don't forget, like and subscribe. I don't know, I don't always like people saying that on videos. It always makes me feel a bit off, so I'm not going to mention any more about it. Last thing I'm going to mention about it is, if you do look on the description below, there are 4 free saxophone lessons available for you at the CambridgeSaxophone.com website, and I also have 4 ebooks available for saxophone players, whoa, including throwing a ligature off a saxophone. The first one is Make Your Sax Sing, and there's also a new volume, Make Your Sax Sing Volume 2. There is a scale book and there is a finger buster exercise if you are a more advanced student and you want to get to grips with getting the little fingers moving along. Don't forget as well, there are a number of practice along videos. Since getting myself a rowing machine in the pandemic, the Apple Fitness one has been great. The Apple Fitness has not always been great for me because it's kind of been busy, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's talk about this saxophone. So let's go back and address some of the questions you guys have asked off the original video. Francis Taylor 5097 says, the Supreme sounds great and the classical excerpt at the end was very crisp. Would you say it's the perfect saxophone for all genres? Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. One of the things I think we have to get out of feeling is that there is a sax for playing rock, pop, jazz, whatever. Music is music, okay? And what you want is a tool that enables you to play in all those styles. Even if you are a jazz musician or a rock musician or a pop musician, wouldn't you rather have more colours at your disposal? A greater sense of timbre, you know, a greater sense of being able to express yourself. One of the things with these Supreme models is they've really moved into this echelon of just being phenomenal instruments that can cover everything. Steve Loop says, hi Dan, I've been seeing 1 or 2 videos where they talk about aligning the net ring to one of the internal notches and how this affects the sound. Aligning the net ring to a notch. Ooh, I can. Is that a notch or just dirt? Let's try that. It feels like a notch there. Not heard of this before. Doesn't seem to make a scrap of difference. Can't really move it around the back because otherwise I don't think it makes a difference. I guess you can just move it around the instrument. Jeff C. Sachs says, wow, I have to say the alto sounds amazing, and that's coming from a tenor player. From the player perspective, what makes the experience of being behind the horn different from other saxes? There must be a striking difference for you, particularly from the Yanni. Ergonomics are the big thing with this one, as I said on the tenor. Everything seems to be in the right, and we keep looking up there because the preview window. Sorry, this is not vlogging very often, isn't it? I'll keep looking down the camera lens. Yeah, ergonomically there is a difference. It feels, Selmers often feel for me thinner and just more French, yeah? Just beautiful, thin and... Oh, I'm wandering off there. Yeah. Does anybody else get that with an Apple Watch now? Sound decibels hit 95 decibels. Just 10 minutes at this level can cause temporary hearing loss. Oh gosh, my ears must be screwed. Rob, beautiful sound. Recently I was in the States and playtested a Selmer signature Alto in a local music shop. Really nice instrument. A local sax teacher overheard me playing, came in the practice room and we jammed together for 15 minutes. Amazing! Rob, that's what it's all about. Fantastic. Jim Hutchinson says, nice to see someone sweaty. Well, Jim, it ain't sweaty here. This temperature has really, really gone down. Finally, Ben says, I'm a big fan of Supreme, but still prefer the reference 54. I don't know, Ben. I don't know why you would. This instrument gives you all the tone colours there. You might have to work a bit harder at it, but I think it's got everything there, you know, that can cover across all genres. I need a neck strap, that's what I'm looking for. So there you go, I hope I've answered your questions, those of you who posed them. I have really enjoyed and still am really enjoying playing this Selmer Supreme Alto. I hope to be able to get it out and play it more over the next few months, get it out on gigs and get it really into a real world situation. I don't do an awful lot of alto playing. I need to get back onto that. Up until the pandemic I was doing a lot, you know, if you go watch the one with the organ, that classical recital, that really got me out playing alto an awful lot more. maybe I need to get back into it and back recording again. I don't know with the alto. I started on tenor, you see. That's very unusual for a lot of saxophone players. You start on alto, don't we? And then move on to the tenor or the soprano, etc. But I started on tenor, which means the alto has always had a curious relationship for me. I hear things in B flat, I hear things in tenor key rather than in alto, which sometimes causes problems. But that's not a review of this saxophone. This saxophone is excellent. Yes, it's expensive. And I think this is the kind of thing we need to talk about at the end. Good things cost money. You know, you're getting the best saxophone I think money can buy with this one, or one of the best anyway. It's going to be expensive. It's like when you're looking at a Mercedes-Benz car or an Apple laptop or a Canon camera or a Nikon or whatever else you use. Good gear costs money because it's expensive to make. Watch the factory review video. Look at that. That's in Paris. It's not in the Far East. It's not in China. It's in the EU. It costs money to employ people in Paris, and skilled people as well at that. So anyway, that's a story from the time. Highly, highly recommend you just get hold of this and have a blow on it and then see what your judgment is. Stay tuned. See you soon.